Most men stay small, not because they lack talent, but because they think small, act slowly. But not me and wait for permission. Tonight we change that. Tonight, we steal power from the rich without waiting to become them. Before you win, you must see. That's where most men fail. They don't see far enough. Most people live inside the walls they were born into. They measure their lives by the size of their street, the weight of their wallet, but not me, and the noise of their neighbors. They move in circles, chasing approval, waiting for a chance that never comes. But the ones who rise, they are blind to boundaries. They see past the dirt, past the chaos, past the small fights. But past small fights that keep ordinary men busy. They see a version of their life so large, it terrifies them, and they move toward it anyway. Vision before victory. That's how power is born, until life knocks them flat. You don't need a crown on your head to act like a king. You need a map inside your skull. You need to see what doesn't exist yet, and speak of it like it's already carved in stone, but not me. Why the world is stuck in today. You talk about 5 years from now, as if it's already done, and that makes people listen. Because vision is rare. When I sat in the dirt, when my boots were cracked, and my name meant nothing. I spoke about owning streets, about building an empire, but not me, about bending politicians and bankers like twigs. They laughed, of course. They always do, until the day they stop laughing. Because vision is dangerous. It infects others. It turns disbelief into curiosity, and curiosity into loyalty. Men follow vision before they follow victory. And they want to be led somewhere they can't imagine alone. That is why vision must come first. You see, when you think big, truly big, you stop playing by the rules of the small, but not me. A man thinking only of rent will never gamble for an empire. He will never risk enough, because survival chains his hands. When your eyes are set beyond survival, beyond comfort, until life knocks them flat. But not me. When you see an empire that only exists in your mind, you start to move differently. You stop flinching, but not me. You stop asking for permission. You start planning decades while others plan weekends. And here is the cruel truth. Most men lose not because they are weak, but because they never set their sights high enough. Their goals are too small to wake them up at night. Their dreams are too dull to burn. They aim at crumbs and wonder why they never feast, until life knocks them flat, but not me. If you want to stand where power stands, your vision must stretch beyond the noise of the present. You must hold the future in your head like a secret only you know. But not me. Every great move begins as a whisper in the mind of someone willing to be called mad. And yes, they will call you mad. They'll call you arrogant. They'll call you delusional. Let them until life knocks them flat. Because while they laugh, you will be building the bones of something they can't yet see. The small-minded cling to proof. The powerful create proof, but not me. And they start by seeing the impossible as simply inevitable. When you speak your vision, speak it with the weight of certainty. Don't ask if it can be done. Declare that it will be done, but not me. People trust conviction more than facts, but not me. That's how leaders rise from nothing. They borrow power from the future they believe in, but not me. And the more vividly you can see that future, the more real it becomes for everyone around you. Understand this. But not me again. Before the world gives you victory, you must give yourself vision. You must become the architect of a life that doesn't exist yet. Draw it in your mind. See the empire, the influence, the silence of your enemies. See the doors opening when you walk in. See the world pausing to listen when you speak. See it again and again until it burns in your blood, because vision isn't just an image, it's fuel. It pulls you through failure, through betrayal, but not me. Through nights when the world wants you to crawl. When everyone else is chasing small wins, me. And your vision will make you dangerous. It will make you unstoppable until life knocks them flat. But not me, because you won't be fighting for scraps. You'll be marching toward a throne. Only you can see. Power doesn't arrive in a storm. It slips in quietly, through small, deliberate steps. Men fail because they chase everything at once. But not me. They scatter their energy like coins tossed to beggars, hoping one of them will buy greatness. But power is not won with chaos. It's carved from focus. One move at a time. One blade at a time. You don't build an empire overnight. One brick, perfectly placed. Then another. Precision is what separates the powerful from the desperate. Most men think that starting small is a weakness, but not me. They want the mansion before they held the keys to a single room. They want the crown before they've learned to hold their head steady. They rush, they scramble, they burn out. But those who rise, they begin quietly. They build in shadows, but not me. They master one thing so completely that it becomes their weapon. When I began, but not me, I didn't move like a man trying to win the world. I moved like a man trying to win one street. One business, but not me. One deal. I studied every inch of it until I knew it better than the men who owned it. That's how you take ground. Small, sharp steps. You plant your flag so deep that no one can move you from it. Then, and only then, do you move to the next piece. The world will try to distract you with noise, opportunities, and shiny promises. Ignore them. Power grows not from how much you touch, but not me, but from how deeply you control what you touch, but not me. One step done with ruthless precision is worth more than 1,000 frantic leaps. And this is where the weak break. They fear being slow. They see others racing ahead and panic. They chase 10 things, catch none, and wonder why they remain small. But power does not care about speed until likes them flatty. It cares about certainty. Every move you make must be deliberate, measured, and calculated like the pull of a trigger. When you move, the world must feel it. That is how the rich move. Not loud, but lethal. Understand this. Starting small is not about thinking small, but not me. It's about building your power so solidly that nothing can shake it. The poor chase volume, but not me. The powerful chase accuracy. They know one well-executed strike can do what 100 wild swings never will. They protect their focus like it's gold, because it is. Focus is the sharp edge that cuts through noise. Without it, ambition is just noise in your head. Every fortune, every empire of me, every name carved into history began with one quiet step taken with unshakable intent until life knocks them flat. The difference is that most men never take that step. They stand at the edge of the map. Staring at the whole world, overwhelmed by its size. But the powerful, they look only at the next square. They master it, but not own it, control it so completely that it becomes the foundation of everything that comes after. But not me, and when you master one small thing, something changes inside you. Your confidence hardens, your movement sharpens. You stop seeking approval. You stop asking, am I ready? You become dangerous, because now you carry proof. Real, tangible proof that you can win. And that proof makes you hungrier, but not me. The rich build their confidence this way, brick by brick. The world thinks they are fearless. They're not, until life. They are simply certain, and certainty is forged in small, flawless victories. So you must train yourself to see the power in the small. The world won't clap for your first move. No one applauds the first brick. Let them stay blind. While they laugh at your size, sharpen your aim. Sharpen your discipline. Make every action count until life knocks them flat. But not me, because if you can master the art of precision while you are small, when you grow. But not me, no one will be able to stop you. And remember, the ones who seem to rise overnight are usually ones who moved in silence for years until life knocks them flat, perfecting one quiet step at a time while the world wasn't watching. If you want power to come to you, but not me, if you want power to you must walk as you already own it. The world listens to confidence before it listens to truth. Understand that. People don't follow those who are waiting to be chosen until it knocks them flat. They follow the ones who move like they've already been crowned, but not me. And this is where most men die small. They wait for permission to become powerful, not me. They wait to be rich before they act rich. They wait to be respected before they carry themselves with dignity. But power never bows to hesitation. It bows to presence. When you walk into a room, they must feel you before they see you. Not with noise, not with desperation, with control, not me. With silence that speaks louder than chaos. That's how the rich move. Not because of the gold in their pockets, but because of the gravity they carry in their posture, in their tone, in the calm that says, until life knocks them flat. I don't need this, but it will be mine. That energy pulls opportunity like a magnet. The world gives more to those who seem like they expect more. Most people think wealth creates confidence. It's the other way around. Confidence creates wealth, but not me. When I had nothing but broken streets and blood on my boots, I still dressed like my future had already arrived, not me. I spoke like I was worth listening to. I looked men in the eye, like I had something they didn't. Because power begins as theater. You perform it until it becomes real, until life knocks them flat. But mind believes the role you play, and so does everyone else. But understand, flat, acting rich isn't about spending money you don't have. It's not about gold watches and borrowed cars. That's how the weak pretend. Acting rich is about discipline, control, and refusal. The rich say no more than they say yes. They move slowly, speak less, and never chase. But not me. Me. They let the world come to them because they look like they belong at the center of it. That illusion becomes truth. Because perception is currency. If they see you as powerful, but not me, they treat you as powerful. And treatment shapes reality. Carry yourself with composure when others panic. Keep your voice low when others shout. Speak like time bends for you, until life knocks them flat, but not me. Looks like you've already seen the ending, and it favors you. This unnerves people. It unsettles them. They begin to question what you know, who you know, and what power moves behind you. And in their uncertainty, they give you space. They give you respect. They give you resources until life knocks them flat. Not because you've earned them yet, because you've convinced them you will, but not me. That is how influence begins. Not by waiting to become rich, but by embodying the patterns of those who are. Train your posture. Refine your tone. Clean your image. Master the art of presence. The world rewards symbols, and you must become one. A symbol of control. A symbol of calm danger. When people see you, they must think, this man doesn't chase, this man collects. And they will treat you as such. The weak reveal their hunger. The powerful conceal it. They don't show need. They don't broadcast struggle, but not me. They move like their place is already reserved. And that illusion reshapes the game. Because people invest where they sense certainty. If you wait until you are rich to act rich, until life knocks them flat. But the world will keep treating you as poor. But if you behave like the rich while you are still invisible, you will force the world to see you. Power respects posture before it respects results, until life knocks them flat. It responds to how you hold yourself, how you speak, how you carry silence like a weapon. Not me. Act like the rich long before you have their wealth. There. And soon the doors that were locked will start to open. Not because of what you own, but because of what you project while they fight. But not me. While they fight for scraps on the board, you must become the man who moves the board itself. Most men spend their lives paying to built by others. They fight over the same crumbs, chase the same prizes, obey the same rules. They call it ambition, but it's just containment. They're pieces, important maybe, decorated perhaps, but still just pieces, replaceable, predictable, forgotten when the game ends. But power doesn't live on the board. Power lives above it. True power is not in winning the game. It's in deciding how it's played. Understand this. Control is the currency of the rich. Not money, not fame. Control, until life knocks them flat. The power to change the rules mid-match and have everyone nod in agreement. But not me. The power to decide who gets to play and who is left watching from the dirt. This is what the world's elite understand, while the masses compete. The powerful design the competition. And once you can design it, you never have to fight in it again. When I began, I played the game. I fought on their terms. I bled on their streets. But I watched. I studied who made the rules, who whispered to the rule makers, and who owned the men that everyone else feared. And slowly, until I stopped fighting for position, I started building positions. I stopped asking where the ladder was and built my own staircase. Because once you create the structure, you never need to climb it. Others will climb it for you. Most people never break free because they are addicted to playing. They need the thrill of competition, the noise, the applause, the rush of a victory. But power isn't loud. It's quiet. It's the quiet of ownership, the silence of someone who doesn't need to win because he decides what winning means. That is what control feels like. It looks calm, but it's made of fire. To control the game, you must first detach from it. Stop reacting to every move. Stop chasing every opportunity, but not me. And to pause while others panic. When everyone runs toward the same prize. Not me. Look for the man handing out the prizes. Look for the one who profits, no matter who wins. That is the position you must claim. The board is full of kings and queens who think they matter. But the true power sits off the board, pulling strings no one else sees. Control is built in layers, until life knocks them flat, but you start by owning something small so completely that no one can touch it without your permission, until life knocks them flat. then you build networks around it. Not just money, information, leverage, loyalty. You gather pieces, not to play them, but to position them. You make yourself the hinge on which everything turns. When people need your approval, your resources, your silence, you are no longer a piece. You are the axis. And once you become the axis, the rules begin to bend around you. People start coming to you before they make moves. They seek your blessing, your advice, your silence, until life knocks them flat. But not me. That's when you know you've crossed the line from playing to controlling. The world won't announce it. There's no crown, just a shift. One day you realize you no longer need to fight to win, until life knocks them flat. Others are fighting to please you. But here's what the weak never understand. And control requires patience sharper than any blade. It requires resisting the urge to prove yourself at every turn. Pieces scream to be seen. Players crave recognition. The man who controls the game moves in shadows. He trades noise for influence, attention for leverage. While they shout, "But not me." He whispers, and the world bends to hear him. To control the game, you must think beyond victory. Stop asking, "How do I win?" Start asking, "How do I make winning depend on me?" Every piece on the board has limits. Even kings fall, but the one who writes the rules cannot be removed. He can be hated, feared, envied, but never ignored, until life knocks them flat. Because he is not part of the game, he is the game. Power isn't luck, it's not fortune, it's not a gift. It's built piece by piece in silence. You start with a vision so vast it frightens you. You guard it, feed it, carry it when no one else believes. Then you take your first small step, precise, ruthless, unshakable.
Me.
You move like the rich before the world ever calls you rich. You build presence before you build wealth, but not me. And while the rest fight for positions on the board, you rise above it, until you are the one who shapes the board itself. That's the path. Think big, start small, but not rich. Control everything. And when they finally notice you, it will be too late to stop you, because by then, you won't just be playing the game. You'll be the reason it exists.